Get on over here.
Oh, good.
We're here. Happy Tuesday.
Yes, we are. No one's watching.
Well, no.
Hello, no one.
Gypsy's on and Bonnie's
Are
on.
you sure?
Well, they're saying Happy Tuesday.
It could be last week.
No.
Last week was Tuesday.
You're so funny. Last week was Tuesday. Was it?
Yep.
Hey, y'all. If you're on. Oh, I got to record, too.
We're not even recording.
Start recording. And we're off. Hey. Hi, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda. Who's Amanda?
Amanda's fairly new. She's the one I went and met last week. And she's coming Friday. Hey, Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie. All right, she's coming to the house, huh?
I'm not digging the curls.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-mm. Look, we look like we're frozen. Are we frozen, y'all?
Nope. We're just not moving.
You look. There you go. Get in the picture.
Froze already, Bonnie said.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Well, could be the internet service.
Could be. Facebook Live, I hear, is even worse these days.
Yeah.
So.
Too many folks trying to get on the internet.
Hi, Diana. How are ya?
Pence.
Pence.
She's kin to the
Melina?
vice president.
I need your wig, Melina.
She kin to the vice president?
Pence. Oh, I don't know. Are you related?
Or the baseball player?
I'm not familiar.
The baseball player? Pence?
Oh, no, I know that, Pence.
Oh.
We are good. I'm just not, I'm having a hard time. I had my hair done today and I'm not digging it.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave. Is Craig with you? Good to see you guys.
Melina. I watched her yesterday for
I
a
know
while.
you did.
I
That was
got
so
all
funny. I heard her voice in the background. Man, I was like, where did she get that accent? You had an accent going on there.
It's the
Or you were playing
Merlina. With the
which
pink
was cute.
hair.
Yeah, it was cute.
Maybe we should play people.
You want to? A little role playing?
Yeah, and you get some pink hair.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Who would I be?
Whoever you want to be. You're already Duane. You could be Daryl and your other brother Daryl.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just kidding. You got some poof going on there with the hair.
I know. I blew
Both
dried.
having bad hair days.
I blew dried it.
TMI. Ha ha! Yay! Craig's on too. Say hi! Yay!
Hey,
Can
Craig.
y'all hear our Christmas music? I've been listening to this a lot.
What's TMI?
Too much information. Role playing, I think that's what she was referring to. So,
all right.
how many days till Christmas?
That's a sore subject.
Why?
Because I haven't done any Christmas shopping.
I know I haven't either. Well, I have a couple things. I
Honey, you're not getting anything.
Y'all heard it live.
You'll be surprised if you get something, because I'll be surprised too.
That's funny. You'll be surprised if you get me something.
Yeah, I just don't want to get someone that has everything.
Oh, I do have everything. I mean, everything I need.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff I
I
want.
done bought you everything I wanted you to have, so.
Bonnie says she can sell us some pink zebra.
You know somebody?
You know somebody? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can hook us up. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you may not get nothing.
Oh, okay. Sad face.
I'll think about it.
Well, I'll just take yours back then. I bought yours like months ago. You always get on to me about waiting at the last minute or ordering.
No, I get on to you because you order right here. I want you to go out and shop and stand in the line and do it like you're supposed to do it.
Hey, Gypsy. That's funny. Well, happy Tuesday.
Miss Gypsy.
Miss Gypsy. Gypsy had a crazy good month last month.
She's been on Facebook a lot lately.
She's been on fire. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. There's Linda.
Hello,
Hi,
Linda.
Linda. It's good to see everybody. So, let's see. What do we got? We got, okay, so you guys may have seen some posting. Colby's been talking about doing the consultant webinar and the leaders webinar on Facebook Live. So we have to make sure, because I don't typically, when people are new, I don't say, hey, be sure to join the Consultant Corner. because we have our own kind of groups and stuff. So I got to make sure. Hey, Frank.
Hey,
Got to make
Frank.
sure everybody's on Consultant Corner so that if they want to be a part of the National Consultant webinar or a call, they can. It'll be interesting. I'm excited to see how it works because, you know, everybody can comment on that on Facebook. So, but he's probably really good about not being distracted by the comments, unlike me, who constantly is looking back and forth. But
Well, he's there to give you information, and you're
Right.
here to answer people's questions.
right.
So he may just,
He just
Block
probably
that
won't
off.
look at it until the end.
yeah.
But people will be saying hi to each other on there. How much you want to bet? It'll be funny to watch. Anyway, it'll be interesting. So the 13th will be the leaders at 8 o'clock on Facebook Live in the leaders group. And then on the 14th at 11
I
a.m.
think 13th. It's Monday.
Tuesday, right? Look, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Tuesday,
Oh, that is a Tuesday.
Tuesday, and then the 14th is Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
So, yeah. And the cool thing about it is that it'll be still in the thread. So if you miss it at 11 o'clock, you can go back and watch it. Or at 8 o'clock. That is awesome. Because in the past we didn't have that option. So, unless he deletes it, but I don't think he would do that. So, anyway, cool stuff, right?
So it's 11 o'clock, what, in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll have to watch it later.
Right. Right. That is, the national consultant is for everybody. You know, in the past, how we would always tell you about the webinars, and there were like 2 or 3 choices of times. Well, now he's going to just do one time, and he's going to do it on Consultant Quarter. So if you're not on there, I know, Bonnie, I can add you. Just let me know, and then we have to follow the little steps. They put out some new steps today, so we can do that. Right?
Right.
What else do we have to talk about?
December.
December's almost over. We got, well, as I say, it's almost over. It's almost over because Christmas is coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to be out selling when you need to be out shopping?
I guess you have to pick which one you're going to do. Or do both. Or be like me and shop at the vendor events.
But you always do that. I mean, that's not, it had nothing to do with Christmas.
Hey, right?
Yeah.
I did do some Christmas shopping at the vendor event, though.
I know.
How do you know? Did you see what I bought?
Guess what? Huh?
Did you see what I bought?
It wasn't for me.
One thing was.
No, it wasn't. There's nothing at a vendor event for me.
Yeah, there was. There was one thing. Linda says if he does slides, won't they be backwards? That's a good point. I don't know how he's going to do the slides on that. That's a really good point. I have no idea how he will do the slides. It'll all be interesting. We'll have to just check it out and see. It'll be fun. So we got this weekend, and then we've got next weekend. Well, actually, by the 15th, we got to have all the orders in if you want them processed before Christmas. But I guess next Thursday, well, Friday, one of the team members is doing an event for me, but Thursday's my last day
I would recommend
of
not
working.
waiting.
Well, yeah, but
Because everybody shops online
But I'm-
nowadays. Just think of all the packages that are being delivered
I know,
nowadays.
I know, it's a lot.
I wouldn't wait.
Well, I wouldn't
That's
wait either,
risky.
but the 15th, you definitely want to have your stuff in, because it
That's
gives
risky.
them 10 days. But, I mean, yeah. Hey, Kara. Welcome.
Kara.
So, anyway, tonight, I thought, because we are at the end of the year, in my past life, I always planned for the next year in December. Like, I started my planning in the month of December, because you don't want to wait till January.
I do mine in like March.
I know, but that's not right.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want to do that. You want to plan ahead of time.
I'm not very good at that.
I know, but you're going to get better.
Oh.
Oh. My FedEx guy was stressed today. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I'm sure they're all stressing out right now. I'm sure they have just, well, heck, I know from our, the Black Friday sign up, and then all the 12 days of Christmas, and then the next 2 specials that we had. I mean, they were delayed at home office. I think that was a little bit more than they were expecting, especially for all those kits.
Yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't wait for that.
4,226.
Right.
And then people were still joining the next day, so, because they still got the $10, 20% off.
Yep.
So, so anyway, my thought was instead of waiting until the end of this month or the 1st of January and talking about setting up yourself for 2017, that we'd go ahead and start talking about it tonight. Because pretty much if you don't have anything booked for the next week or so, you probably aren't going to book anything. Right?
I don't know. I'm kind of like
Marnie
last
took
minute
one.
lots of things, so.
I know, but to book a party,
You never know. You have some friends that, hey, let's drink some wine this weekend, and hey, I'll come over and show you my pink super stuff.
okay. So that's going to happen this weekend?
Or,
Oh, you're busy this weekend.
You never know where you're at. People having a party, go out the old pink super stuff.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying a planned event.
Oh, I'm just saying last minute.
Okay, well, anyway, so more than likely, most everybody has their stuff on the calendar. Hey, Deborah.
Hello, Deborah.
So you probably already know what you're doing for the next week. So that's why I thought, well, let's talk about 2017, right?
That's a good idea.
How many of you do a SMART plan or a goal, strategic planning, or how many of y'all actually do that?
I don't.
I know you don't.
Because I don't want to be disappointed.
Oh, I know, but how do you, Alcie says it sounds good to her, yay. So how do you know what you're doing next year?
I just try my best.
Well, honey, you're funny.
Then I don't disappoint.
I know, but you have a specific goal in mind for next year. You want to be an executive manager. How are you going to get there? You just gonna wing it?
My goal in life is just keep being happy like I am right now. Just try to keep it going. Just be happy and keep going.
Okay. Alcie has one. Yes. Bonnie says I've not except through work and appointments, but that's got to change. Yeah. I'm going to tell you guys, we all kind of have an idea of where we want to be and what we want to be doing. We kind of have these little goals in our head, like you want to be an executive manager. And it's important that we have a vision for sure. And I'm really super excited about 2017 because we know Canada's coming on board, right? Who knows what else as far as countries or whatever. I know Canada for sure. We've got our January 28th rally, so we'll have brand new catalog. Reveal.
Nothing. I just need to write all this down on my calendar.
That's what we're talking about tonight is having a calendar, and
oh yeah, that's what we're talking about.
that's what we're talking
Oh
about.
well, then I need to get me a calendar because I need to write these dates down.
I just have to get you one, I guess. But you got to also have goals and stuff in mind. So anyway. Gypsy says, I'm working on one now. Did not have much one this year with everything going on, but I need to put my nose to the grind and make things happen.
Canada.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got Canada, we've got the rally, and we know that there's some career plan changes or enhancements or whatever you want to call them. We know that's happening. We don't know what they are, but we know it's happening. So with all of just those things in mind and not knowing anything else, 2017 is going to be awesome.
Every year's
It's going to rock. Well, I know, but just think about the momentum. When we add
are
Canada,
getting up. The numbers are going up.
well, the numbers are going up, but the excitement is what I'm talking about. You want that momentum going, and when the momentum starts going, you want to run with it and you want to make the most of it. And the best way to do that is to have an idea of what your goals are and what your vision is, and have some plans of action written down. You can always go back and adjust them later, but you want to definitely have some things written down. I mean, I think it's absolutely important. Have a goal of, what you want to accomplish and
right.
how you're going to get there. And the main thing is, I'm going to talk about some specifics, but the biggest thing is we can sit and plan and write all day long, but if you don't actually execute anything, you're not going to go anywhere.
But it's all like right here. You got to have mindset.
Right, but if it's right here, you're going to forget sometimes. And if you go back and look down, you look at it and go, oh, you know what? I didn't do that. And that's something I really wanted to do. I need to get that done. So reunion, Orlando booking my flights Friday. Yeah, I've got to do that too. Getting ready to book a booking blitz for her team. Awesome. Selling out of stuff faster than expected is exciting to me. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. It's very exciting when you go to try to get something and it's already gone because it's just selling like hotcakes. So I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's awesome. It's
I
very
think
exciting.
everybody's learning that if they want something, they got to make
Well, and
sure.
it's not.
to get
Yeah, it's not
because
just
it won't
about.
be there.
Right. It's. I mean, a lot of us do see those specials and we want them for ourselves, but we want time to be able to get it to our customers
Yeah.
and then sell that. So, yeah. So there, it was hard not having a whole lot, and then we had talked about it with customers that we were going to have some specials. So, but anyway, it's just gonna keep getting better, and 2017 is gonna be really, really awesome. And I would love for myself, and I will. In Panama, that's right. That's absolutely right, Dave. Forgot about Panama. Got to plan on Panama. But it's important to me. I have to have it written down. I have to have my ideas and my plans written down and what I want to accomplish. So, Eleanor Doan said, "You cannot kindle a fire in any other heart until it is burning within your own." I wrote that down because when I was kind of planning on this today, what we were going to talk about, I was thinking, I get real excited about this stuff. I get so excited. I get pumped up when I see people promoting or just having a good, sell or just when anything exciting happens. Sometimes even not so good things happen, but when we learn from it, that's exciting. And I get all excited about this stuff, but I have to realize that everybody feels differently about different things, and so just because it's something that's exciting to me doesn't mean it is exciting to them. So my point in that is we all have to find what excites us, what fire burns that that we want to accomplish.
Yeah, that's like you can't want it more than they
somebody
do.
else, right?
Like we've had this
We've learned
conversation
that,
about
yeah.
we want it for them, but they don't want it for them. So you're working for them and trying to get them motivated,
Right.
but they really just don't.
So
Sure.
Bonnie wanted me to say it again. So it's Eleanor Doan, Doan is the person who said it. She said, "You cannot kindle a fire in any other heart until it is burning within your own." And I also take that to mean that if I'm not super excited about something, I can't get somebody else excited about it. And leaders, all of us that are leaders, if we're not super pumped about what we're doing, we're certainly not going to be able to excite anybody else.
I'm pumped. Can you tell?
I know you're pumped.
I am.
This is his pumped.
I am.
Scoot
I
over
am
here a little
pumped.
bit. You keep scooting away from me. And it looks funny in the thing. There we go.
I'm pumped. How's that?
Yeah. So we have to have that. We have to have that fire, and we have to share it with other people so that they can also experience what that fire. So, attitude is everything. Did you get it, Bonnie? Deborah said she likes your stash. He's growing that for a party. Oops. Duane. It's
Duane.
actually we call him Duane. So,
That's how you
Bonnie
that's
said
how
I
you-
bundled Simmer lights on the sale ones and a jar of sprinkles for $35 and sold 2 to the same person. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna go through here. So there's lots and lots of ways to set goals. So everybody, and you can do it any way you want. I always used to use the SMART plan process, and but there's monthly goal charts. The most important thing, though, is to find something that works for you. Maybe it's just that you write it on your calendar. Maybe you do the monthly tasks where you have one goal per month that you're really going to strive for, and you just write that on each month. And then
Make them doable. Because if they're not doable, you're just going to get depressed and get upset.
Right.
So make sure they're, at first, just make
Well,
small, doable
Right.
things you can achieve, and then go from there.
Exactly.
Am I getting into your space here?
No,
Okay.
you're perfect. Why am I acting like that?
No, I just didn't want to. You
No,
got
you're good.
another idea you're going with, and
No, that's all. It's good. It's good stuff. You're absolutely right. And the part of
hey,
this.
whoa, say it one time.
I'm not saying it again.
Say it again.
No.
Come on.
No. I'll say it later, maybe.
All right.
So when you set down goals, what Duane was saying, you want to make sure you don't have too many goals also. You don't want to set so many things because it's really hard to focus on more than 1 or 2 goals at a time.
Everybody's goal is to be presidential director.
Not everybody's.
Not everybody's?
No, believe it or not everybody's goal is that.
What is their goal then?
Some people just, some people have some completely different goals.
Oh.
Some people are, they do this as a hobby.
Oh, well, true.
And some people like to, the friends and relationships that they make through it. Some people are just doing it for some extra money and
Well,
don't want to travel to rallies, and they don't want that because there is an extra added responsibility that come with it, with being director and above.
well, it's good for us because
Well,
Drew's older and we don't have little kids,
exactly.
so we enjoy.
Yeah,
the
if he
travel.
was still very young, I would probably,
have a problem with it.
yeah. I wouldn't have jumped in with both feet and both arms and all.
Right.
Bonnie wants it all.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah,
but
and a lot of us
you have
do.
to realize it's. I always say this: it's a process on getting there.
Right.
So
And it takes some people a little longer, and
it takes
That's
a
okay.
long time for most people. We have some people that's done it rather quickly, but realistically, it's going to take time. So
Right.
it's a journey, but it's a fun journey. We're having a good time.
and that's the thing is to make sure that you're having a good time while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, come to rallies and go to reunions and come, do some Facebooking and we have Facebooking. We have parties and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's just my life is fun now,
Right.
where I didn't have fun before.
Because we have choices.
Well, we were
Makes a
able
difference
to
when you have some
do
choices.
this and have people over and we go places now. We're doing events and it's just we're busy and we're having fun and we're making money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. So again, with the goals. Oh, wait. What did Bonnie say? I told you Dana would win on you helping with the setup on Saturday. Actually, yeah, Drew actually helped Friday because Duane was at work, but he did come and help, and then he helped me undo it all too. Actually, you came and helped for a while on Saturday.
Yes, I did.
So yeah, Deborah says it's exciting.
Thank you,
It
Bonnie,
really is
for
exciting.
remembering that, reminding us.
Reminding you.
Yeah.
I love it. So, anyway, so when you're making your goals, like you said, make them smart, make them realistic. So the SMART goal, the acronym for that is specific. You want your goals to be very specific. Like you don't want to say, I want a promotion. You want to say, I want to promote to manager, or I want to promote to executive manager. You want to be very specific.
And learn what needs to happen for you to promote. Learn the
career plan.
The career plan. See what you got to do, and focus on what you need. What needs to happen.
Right.
If you got to have managers or whatever.
Yeah, you have to know the career plan. And
Because some people get in it and they're like, well, how come I haven't promoted? Well, they don't know the career plan. They don't know what they're supposed to be trying to accomplish to make the promotions.
right.
And so we have people, well, I've been doing it 2 years, I haven't promoted yet. Well, read the career plan.
Well, and not only that, but some people just don't understand the career plan. And I'll never forget, we were having our monthly meetings, and one of the girls on the team, she was a consultant, and we were talking about promotions, and she said, well, I wish I could promote, but I'm not sure, I'm just not. I'm not doing anything. And so I said, well, let's take a look at what you've got going on. Do you have a team? Do you have people under you? And she said, yeah. I said, well, let's take a look at what you got. She had 3 people under her. One of them was almost active, and she was selling every month. And I said, oh my gosh, you just need this person to be active and you'll promote to executive consultant. She pretty much went home that day, and it happened within the next week. So it's just a matter of making sure that your team is understanding the career plan, and anybody that doesn't, that you spend the time, sit down with them and kind of walk through it and show them, because it's really, in my personal opinion, is the hardest part of the career plan is the group volume. That's going to be the hardest part, and that's the biggest challenge when you go from manager to executive managers. There's a big jump in that group volume. Yeah, you've got to have 4 managers, but that's almost doable more so than sometimes that group volume. That tends to be the challenge. So
this is the time of year to get your group volume.
January is the time.
January.
Any time is the time of year. We always say this is the time of year, but the truth is, if this is what you want to do for your business, or if this is what you want to do to make money and you want to promote, do it every month and work with your team to let them know to get out there and sell. I think, and I'm going to probably regret saying this, but I think I hear all the time, I have to get my 400 in. I have to get my 400. And that's not, you don't want to get your 400 in, because more than likely that means you're just buying product for yourself. And this product is so easy to get out there and sell. So it's much easier to go out there and sell instead of having a room that's stacked to the, brim with products, and then you're trying to unload them later. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I just,
We've actually heard people tell people that they have to put their 400 in.
well, right, which they don't.
You don't
No one
have
has to do anything.
No.
I mean, you just don't. You won't have your paid as title and things like that. But you want to just encourage your team to actually sell, because then if they sell, they're not going to burn out. They're not going to feel like, I've been putting all this money in and I'm not getting anything out of it, because really and truly,
Well, the husbands are going to step in and say,
what are you doing?
what is all
Exactly.
this? Why aren't you making any money? We're spending money.
Right.
So it becomes, you get a negative
Right.
backfeed at home.
But when I started doing this and I realized, first of all, my right out of the gate, it was over 400. Just every month it was just automatically over 400 just from selling. Now, granted, there were times when once we were in it for a while, I would buy inventory, so my sales would be higher. But so I never understood that whole got to have your 400 in until it started kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I didn't understand it until I was in it a little bit longer. And I hear people all the time now say, because I experienced making money right off the bat. It wasn't a lot of money. It was very little money. But, a couple $100 off of an $800, month, that was awesome. So I never experienced that, having to put that money in. And so when I hear people say that, I think, God, I would burn out too, real fast. That would really drive me crazy. So,
and the average party is probably, what, $500?
it can be. There are parties that are less than that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
But
average.
yeah, average is probably 400 to 500. A $500 party, as we all know, gets the day of daycare. And anytime I'm live in front of a group, is my favorite way to do it, is I always tell them, I keep them updated as we're going. Okay, guys, we're at 250 more, and we've got a day of daycare. And I keep pushing that because I really want to try to hit that 500, and they tend to want to too when you're live. It's a lot easier when you're doing that live. But
Yeah.
Deborah said, Dana messaged me one night and said, do you realize you're fixing to promote to manager? I didn't know my numbers, but the very next day I promoted to manager. Now I watch my numbers. Right, exactly. That was really cool. But that's the kind of stuff I love, because you're just like, you're set, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're right there. So anyway, I hope all that makes sense, and I hope that everybody understands where I'm coming from. If we have to put 400 in, that's fine. If you have to do it 1 month or 2 months or something like that, to maybe you've had a bad month and you need to put a little bit in. But I'm just saying, I just don't want to see anybody get burned out to where, especially your new people. A lot of us on here, we've been doing this a while. But just get out there and share it with people, and you'll get your sales. Some months may be harder than others, but
If they're new, it's going to take time to find the right people.
well, the funny thing,
Dana has got customers that buy every time they see her.
yeah.
So, but she's had to find them.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
taken
gonna-
a while, and a
To
lot of
find those
follow-up.
customers, you're going to have to go
I'm
and look for
constantly,
them. And
I'll be driving down the road, and I'm like, Sonia hadn't bought from me in a while, and I'll text her and go, hey, do you need anything? I'm going to put an order in. I do that all the time, because I just pop into my head somebody. I had a plan, and I do have all my customers written down to where I could do something on a regular basis, but I take advantage of that. If it pops into my head, if I'm at a light, I'm texting them. And sure enough, usually I'll get an order, and maybe it may be just a few jars, but I just kind of put it all together, and then I deliver as I go. So, but it's about sharing. It's about making sure people know that you sell Pink Zebra. Don't ever assume that people know it, even if you're posting it on Facebook, which is another thing I need to talk about tonight. But even if you're posting it on Facebook, don't assume that they know anything. I think I've shared with you guys that I had a girl that was. She joined under somebody else because she didn't know I was doing Pink Zebra. This was a while back, but and she was my friend, and she just had no idea, because I started posting everything on my business page, and I wasn't really sharing as much on my. Anyway, that was embarrassing, but whatever. We all do stuff like that. I've messed up so many times by not doing my orders as a party. Oh yeah. If you can put your orders in as a party, obviously that's the benefit. I would definitely say that, but even. I was telling a girl, so like if you're in an event and you don't have a lot of product, and you want to do the event because you want to get your name out there. I have used this last country club event that I did a couple weeks ago. In fact, I had one order even this last weekend that I forgot I did it online. I did it so fast that it was just done. But I go onto the mobile app and I just buy. I do a customer order real quick on the mobile app. I get their credit card, put it in. I do it all right there in front of them so that they see it. And I got their email address so they get the notification. I mean, it's awesome. You can use your mobile net easy and right there so that they see what you got. Or if you've got several, you can also get them to pay for it, and then you put in their order later after the fact if they trust you and they know you and that kind of thing. So, but my point is there are so many ways. I'm getting all excited.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many ways that you can make it work. Just don't get bogged down with the big or the little stuff. Like don't get bogged down with it. Just be happy about it and share with people and
Yeah, show your enthusiasm.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's why you're such a good seller.
Well, thanks, honey. And the funny thing is that I hate sales. I am like not the salesy person at all. I have a good friend of mine that is a salesy person, and she can do it, and I can't. I can't. I just can't. I'm not. When you first meet me, like we told everybody a couple weeks ago when we went to the deer lease, I did not talk about pink zebra. I did give the girls a koozie on the second trip. Remember the little pink zebra koozie? It was a camo with pink zebra on it, and I gave it to the girls, and then one of them said, what do you do? And so I had some sprinkles, and I just let them smell. Again, I just kind of stayed back, and then this last time we were there, I had a girl join. So, yeah, just don't be salesy.
You never know.
I know. I had an order over 400, but put it in as a consultant instead of a party. Well, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. I mean, putting it in as a party just means you're going to get your free product and your half-priced items, and you can still pay party cash and keep your 25% up front. But that's fine. I mean, like I said, don't sweat the small stuff. You missed out on a few, the half-priced items and stuff, but that's okay. So anyway, back to goals. Specific, like I said, and then measurable. You want to make sure that it's something that you can actually quantify the result. So like, for example, the example they use is that you want to earn more money than you did last year. Well, you want it to actually be measurable. So maybe you say, I want to earn $5,000 more than I did last year, or something like that. That's measurable. You can actually tell at the end of the year if you accomplished that. So you could even do that on a monthly basis. I kind of play that with my
$5,000 more.
That's just an example they used, not with us. Yeah, that would be.
Well, I mean, but someone starting out, I mean, it's doable, I guess.
Well, yeah, this is an example.
But
This
like
is only
you said,
an
a lot of
example.
people do it in part time and.
Yeah,
fun.
maybe they start off and say, I want to earn $200 a month,
Well, yeah.
and that's after total. I want to earn $200 a month.
I mean, they may want to buy dance lessons for their daughter or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
But that's what I'm saying. You just make sure that whatever your goal is
Well,
going
that
to
would
be,
be
that
a
you
good, that
make
would
it
be a
measurable.
good goal. I want to put my son or daughter in gymnastics or dance class, or pay for my son's baseball. It costs however much money a month, and he always needs stuff.
Right.
So I need to make $200-300 a month. So that would push you to do it.
Right.
So I have to do it because I have to bring this extra money in.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you have a specific thing that you're paying for, if you say, I want to be able to let my daughter be in cheer,
Right.
and this is how much it's going to cost me every month, it's $120. So you have to make $120. You can determine exactly what you have to have in sales to get that $120.
Right.
And then you can keep bumping it up as you go along. Or not. Maybe you don't want. Maybe you just want to earn that extra money. That's okay.
Well, if she just keeps earning that extra money, it will lead into extra more money.
Right. And the key to all of that too, with leading into more money, is going to be your follow-ups. If you're not following up with people consistently, it will fall through the cracks. I can say that with full confidence. You got to follow up with people, but you guys all know that. Okay, and so SMART. You got the specific, the measurable, then the actionable. So every goal should start with an action verb. rather than a to be verb. So, for example, you don't want to say, I want to be more consistent in blogging. What you want to say is, I want to write 2 blog posts per week. Does that make sense? Hey, Larissa! Does that make sense to you? So, in other words, you don't just say, I want to have more parties. You say, I want to have 1 more party every week.
Huh.
That's actionable.
Well, who has a party a week?
Well, I do.
Well, you're special.
No, but I mean, seriously, wake up, Duane, right? No, but seriously, and it's not all in face-to-face. Sometimes it's online. I've got a catalog party going right now. And it's going great. She's got over $400 in orders already. She wants that hostess shade, man. She's determined. That hostess shade is amazing this time.
It is cool.
It is awesome. She saw that and was like, oh, yeah, I have to have that. And in fact, I took it to a friend of mine who was having a party, and I took it over and let her borrow it for her party. And she was like,
so you just let her use it.
Let her use it. I got it back today.
Uh,
So, yeah.
I seen it. It was nice.
It's beautiful. So, actionable. If everybody understands what that is now.
I have to wake up now.
I know, right? Realistic. You have to be careful. Okay, so there was a consultant. I don't think she's working the business anymore, but there was a consultant last year. She was bound and determined that she was going to promote to executive manager, and she told me in August of last year that come October she was going to have 50 new consultants. And I said, you're going to, no. That is not realistic. That is not, I didn't say it to her like that, actually. What I said to her was, okay, well, on average, how many new consultants do you recruit every month? And she said 1, maybe 2. I said, what's your biggest month been? She said 4. I said, okay. So if you want to stretch it, you can say, I'm going to get 4 a month between now and October. But to set yourself up with a 50 new consultant goal, you're going to be hating life as soon as August is over and you don't have enough. I mean, yeah. So set your goals realistically. You want to push yourself. But I promise you, if you're working the business and you're trying to get a party every week, or you're trying to do 2 events and 2 parties, or whatever it is, you're going to be pushing yourself anyway. You're going to always be pushing yourself. So don't make it unrealistic. Don't do that, because that's just hard.
That's 50.
Bonnie wants to get a paisley. Love me some paisleys.
That's tough.
It is tough.
Oh,
I know it is
good
tough.
luck.
It is tough, but hey, she can do it. Gypsy says, I love one of the things Belinda said at reunion. Figure out how much you need to get and schedule the amount of parties or events each month to make the goal a reality. That's exactly what, exactly. You said it easier than I did, but that's exactly right. Whatever you need to make in a month, whatever that goal is, you can work backwards and figure out how many parties or what exactly you need to do.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the good thing about this business. You can do it part-time, or you can do it full-time.
Mm-hmm.
So people that like their jobs.
And you can do it both. That's what I love about it.
Well, true. Because you did it full-time, and you had a full-time job.
Well, and I was really doing it part-time, but I was kind of full-time, part-time. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And now I would still say I'm still part-time, really. I mean, it's full-time in my head because I'm always thinking about it, but I'm not working 10-hour days at all. I love it.
Most people these days have to almost have a second job to survive.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a great second job because you work it whenever you have time to work it.
Right.
You don't have to punch your clock.
Right.
It might be 8 o'clock at night. You know what? I got a couple hours. Let me do some Facebooking or some selling and emailing and whatever. Or you get up early and you can do it in the mornings. I mean, it's not a certain time you have to do it.
Right.
So you just do it on your schedule.
Right. And you make time. When you're passionate about something, you just tend to make time to do it, And that's kind of, I think, when I first got started with it and started realizing there was some potential, man, I made time. It was perfect timing for me, too, because Drew was, that was 5 years ago, so he was 16. He had just became kind of independent because he had his own vehicle, and he was hanging out in a band, and he was always gone and doing stuff with his buddies. So I was kind of missing that because him and I, we spent, we were here together all the time. So I think that for me, it came at a really good time, and I didn't even realize it back then, that it gave me that outlet that I needed, since I didn't have him needing me all the time to take him places and whatnot. It gave me that other outlet. And once I saw that there was money to be made, well, then I jumped in and was like, oh yeah, we're going to do this, because I have been wanting to get out of the hotel industry for years, and this is going to be my out.
Right.
And so, you know, anyway, everybody has their story, and I guess that's my point, is that, you know, if you still have young kids at home, or if you're, you know, dealing with whatever, if it's a health issue or whatever, you work it at your pace. You do what you can do. The beauty of it is that at any time you can kick into high gear.
And it's always here.
And it is.
You can
It's here.
work it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can always come back to it and work it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'm going to add one caveat to that, though, because...
One what?
Caveat.
Caveat?
Yeah, I'm using a big word there, aren't I? I'm sorry, honey.
It's only big to me, honey.
So funny. But one thing I will say about that is, if you are going to take a little bit of a break for whatever reason, don't be gone too long. And if you're gone, don't just disappear. Because what I've found is that the people that do that with all intentions of coming right back, they end up uncomfortable. Things have changed. And they don't jump back in.
And their team
suffers, and they, you know, there's a whole thing that goes on.
Yeah, your team looks at you differently for doing what you do.
And then, I mean, it's fine. You do what you got to do, but I'm just saying, try to still stay engaged somehow, even if it's just on Facebook, or at least, you know, don't completely disappear, because it is. I've seen it happen so many times, and it's so hard to come back.
Yeah.
And I would just, you know, wouldn't want that.
Well, I
to
don't know why
happen
you
to
don't
anybody.
leave anyway, because this is.
I know.
This
It totally makes us
and,
happy.
I know. I mean,
I have my days
you got
when
a
I'm like,
house full of kids, and you're running to all these different practices and whatever.
it'd be a
Get
good
home
outlet.
and watch.
Well,
some
Liz
things
loves it.
going.
Liz joined just because she needed that outlet, because she has 6 kids, and she wanted something that was just for her mommy time. So,
Right.
if I end up having to retire early, I hope Pete and Zebra makes up the difference in my retirement and my now salary. Well, it absolutely can, Bonnie. I mean, there is no doubt. The career plan is awesome, and I believe, like I said, I don't know anything about what's coming, but I keep hearing the word enhancement, and to me, an enhancement is a good thing. So, we'll see.
Depends on what you're enhancing, I guess.
Well, yeah, but when you say the career plan enhancement, I'm like, okay, we're enhancing something. I like that. So anyway, but it's all good, and I was able to walk away from my career and make more money with Pink Zebra than I was making. So I promise, it's all good. You can do it. Diana says, I love goals. Missed a few along the way and redid them, but kept moving forward. That's the thing about goals, is that they're ever changing. I mean, my old boss used to say that the SMART plan was a living, breathing document, and it's for you. It's not for anybody else. It's for you. And you set your plan, you go back and you revisit it. You can change it along the way. I mean, it's your plan. That's the beautiful thing about it. But it will keep you moving forward, and it will spur you to go, oh my gosh, you know what? I never did that. I never did go down that path, and I really want to do that, so I'm going there. So anyway, hey, there's Tammy. So anyway, okay, so realistic, and then time bound is every goal needs a date associated with it, which makes absolute sense. I mean, I like to set monthly goals. I like to set annual goals. Everybody, you can set a weekly goal if you want, but you definitely want a time-bound goal. So, you know, Gypsy, you want to be director by reunion, right? Or executive manager. I think you said director, right? Director. But either way, director would be awesome. I would love that. You get your boots, girl. But either way, you set a time-bound goal. That's really important. Then you write your goals down. It's critical that you write your goals down. When you write anything down, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I used to journal a lot. I still do a little bit, but I love writing things down, because there's something about it that it sinks in a little bit more. You can go back and reflect on it. It's just really critical to write things down. It's hard to develop an action plan if you don't write it down. So you're going to write an action plan, aren't you?
I'm fixing to write something down.
Director. Okay, good. That's what I thought. That's good. We got that. And then review your goals frequently. You know, you want to be looking over that. In fact, I have a little, it's like a clear plastic folder that I keep my notes in or my goals in. I take lots of notes every weekly call. Oh, yay. Thank you, Dottie. Tammy, Dottie. I have a cousin named Dottie, and I see Dottie, and I'm thinking, my Dottie. But yeah, so I keep it in this little plastic binder, and that way I can pull it out frequently. I can look through it. I love to review my goals because then it lets me know if I am on track. Like I said, there's a lot of times when I have a really good idea and I've written it down and then I kind of forget about it and I don't ever get to it. Like doing those fundraisers, I never did do that this season. So
Right.
Guess what's going on my goal sheet for next year? But thank you, Tammy. Linda said I wasn't getting anywhere until I wrote down my goals. Boy, was I surprised. I love that. I came from having to write goals down every year. That was something that we had to actually present to the home, to our corporate office for years and years. I've been doing that. And so I was surprised when I found out that people didn't do goals, that not everybody was used to doing goals. And so it's exciting to see people do them and then see a change. That's really exciting to me. So I'm excited for when you get to write yours down and then you tell me later on how awesome it was and that you see success from it.
Alrighty.
So review them frequently. And then the last one, he says share them selectively. This particular person, I don't even know where Michael Hyatt. Oh, this must be from one of the hotel places. But anyway, he said that he used to advise to go public with them and tell everyone what your actual goals are, even blog about them. But now it's fine. You can tell other people, but the main thing is to have somebody that kind of helps you. Accountability person, somebody that kind of helps you stay on track and asks about your goals, or you can visit with and get counsel from that person. Somebody that's really committed to helping you. So that's really important. And then I have a few other notes. What time is it? Oh, it's already 6:45. Holy cow. Okay, I have a few other notes that my friend Jenny shared with me that she does some John Maxwell training. But she said to pick a time, like a year, usually a year, or figure out where you would like to be. Like, for example, where you would like to be at the end of the year, which we've kind of talked about, and what big thing you want to accomplish and how you're going to accomplish it. So kind of like what we've been kind of going over. And then how you're going to grow. So the steps that you're going to take to get there. And share your goals with somebody you trust. And then pick 3 items you can do over the next year to get you to that goal. So if it's have a party, do a fundraiser, talk to 20 people, that sort of thing. And I even say over the next month. I mean, from the beginning, I always said I would try to do 2 things every day, and then I upped it to 3 things every day for my business. Now my day is my business, but that was when I was working full time. And I set that goal for myself to try to do 3 things every day for my business. And that was a really good thing for me to do because I was like every day I knew I had to get those 3 things done, and then once I did, I felt really good about that. So that's another thing, is you want to succeed in your goals because you want to feel good about yourself. It gives you more confidence when you succeed and when you hit a goal or you accelerate on a goal. She says to plan your personal and family time, to actually put it on the calendar, because you definitely don't want to forget about your family. Making your family is a priority.
Huh.
I knew you were going to say something on that one.
Huh. Where's this calendar at?
I know,
We
right?
got some writing to do.
Sit down, regroup, reorganize, and restructure and reflect. I like those R's. That was a good one. Release, reflect, reach, and remain. So release the things and actions and habits and intentions which bind us and keep us from achieving the things we really want. I posted something about that yesterday about, stepping away from the negative and, sometimes we have people in our lives and we don't realize it at the time, but they really are a negative force in our life, and we need to learn how to put up a little bit of a wall there. I mean, if it's family, you've got to be careful, but choose who you spend your time with wisely, because you don't want to be drugged down, because you're heading straight up, right? Reflect. Always take time to reflect on the things that have worked and the people who've helped us get there, and then what changes that we need to make. Reach for the things, habits, intentions, and relationships that will encourage our growth and move us to where we want to be. And then remain in full contact with all of the reachables until we approach our goals, and then start the process over. So some of those I may write on the Peeps page, just because I kind of went through them fast. Do y'all have anything that you want to add, or any questions? I have one last thing that I want to talk about that totally doesn't have to do with goals. But I'll first see if y'all have any questions. Anything at all. Hi, Tammy. There's another Tammy. We have two Tammys.
Hi, Tammy.
Anything at all. If you've got something you want to share, we'd love to hear it. You were going to say something about Facebook. Yeah, that's where I was going to go next. Okay. It has been brought to my attention that we need to be very careful. Apparently, Facebook has been cracking down about posting a lot and doing a lot of business on our personal Facebook pages. I didn't realize that there's a whole terms and conditions with Facebook, but apparently there is, and one of them is that it's fine if a lot of times we're tagged in pictures and stuff like that of stuff that we're doing with our business, but to actually be posting on our personal pages about the business. And I know a lot of people do videos and stuff on their personal page, and that's fine, but if it's about your business, you may want to switch over to your business page, because apparently Facebook is cracking down and we just don't want to see anybody's page. They can shut your page down completely, which would kill the business. I mean, that would be horrifying. It would kill us personally, individually, if one of us was shut down. But Paisley was I don't know if she was shut down or kicked off or whatever, but she was gone for a while, if you guys saw that. And she's back, and she had to kind of recreate and redo. So just want to make sure everybody's aware of that, and just be real careful with it if you're doing any, especially I think it's the real businessy stuff on our personal pages. So I just don't want anybody to get shut down and locked out and not know why. So apparently it's in our Facebook terms and conditions. So it was brought up to me, and I said I would share with the group. So anyway, but use your business page. I mean, you can do Facebook Live on your business page. I tried it today. I didn't go on, but I checked to make sure that I could do it. So any of that stuff, you can do it all on your business page. Pamela. Oh, it's okay. We're done. See ya. No, I'm kidding. We are almost done, but you can watch the replay if you'd like. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, the time change is a little different. I should post everybody's times on there. I just put Central Standard because I don't even know what all the different times are. Who is the Paisley you just mentioned? I was referring to the one behind you. Paisley is our mascot, but she's also it's someone that Paisley at the corporate office or home office that actually posts some stuff on Facebook and whatnot, and she's the one that we have to friend in order to get on Consultant Corner and that sort of thing. So we actually do have a Paisley. She is real. Paisley Gaines is what she is on Facebook. So anyway, I just don't want anybody to get shut down, because that would not be good. So do y'all have anything? I wish that we could all just chit chat. Pamela's in Colorado. I love Colorado. I love Colorado. You haven't been to Colorado yet, have you?
I've been to the airport.
Yeah. We'll have to go to Colorado.
Well, there's a lot of places.
Where in Colorado? I like Colorado Springs, and
I need to go to New Mexico too.
Yeah, we gotta do that. Santa Fe.
I don't know about Santa Fe, but I gotta go see my friend, buddy.
Albuquerque. New Mexico. Santa Fe, New Mexico. Santa Fe. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. Well, it's 6:52. Dinosaur. I've never heard of Dinosaur, Colorado. How funny. That's cool.
Huh.
That's cool. All right. Well, you guys, if y'all don't have anything, I did say in our link on our post Aspen and Vale, yeah. Oh, that's right, Larissa, you went there. You have to tell us about that. So I don't know for sure if we're going to do one next week. I know that there's an 8 o'clock Leaders Facebook Live. Maybe we will. I don't count on it since we're kind of, I don't know, we may just take a break for the holidays and come back like right before the first of the new year, or right at the first of the new year.
Whatever you say.
I'll keep y'all posted. Oh, 3 miles from the Utah border. Okay. You're welcome, Bonnie. And yeah, we may just jump on. Maybe we'll do a Facebook Live. Who knows? We'll do something. We'll definitely stay in touch on Facebook too. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. If we
Merry
don't talk to
Christmas.
you guys, have a fabulous Christmas. And
We're going to talk to them for Christmas.
I
right?
know we will. I'm sure we'll talk to you guys. But
It's like 3 weeks away.
but be thinking about your 2017. Don't wait till January to start cracking down on your goals. You want to get them done now while it's all fresh what you did this year. When you have a little bit of free time, make yourself some notes. You can put your notes in the phone and then transfer it to paper and your calendars later. But definitely do set yourself some goals and try to do it this month so that when you hit the gate in January, you're not sitting down writing out your plan. You're actually getting out there and going. So thank you, Linda. You guys are awesome. Putting your website on there is a no-no. Yeah, that's right. That's right. See? There's a lot of little no-nos like that I think have been happening, and I think Facebook is cracking down a lot more. So we got to be real careful because they can just permanently do away with your page. So, just got my kit today. Oh, yay! Excited and going to bust my butt. Well, so if you get a chance, Pamela, watch this over again because we did talk about setting some goals, and it's real important to have some things kind of written out and planned for next year so that you can hit the ground running for sure. I'm excited for you. That's awesome. Yay! Okay, well, if that's it, you know where to reach us. You can certainly do that, but otherwise, y'all have a Merry Christmas. Say bye, Duane.
Bye, Duane.
Love y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Bye. Oh, Karen's just now coming on. We're leaving.
Bye, Karen. Who's Karen C?
Karen Count? Well, it's Espinito, but she used to be.